In this video, we'll be taking a look at how to move your Simsol program from one computer to another. And our support team is going to love me for doing this video. Now, the reason you might move Simsol from one machine to another is maybe you've bought a new laptop or a new desktop and you want to move Simsol to that new machine. You may also have a partner that you're teaming up with and you want to have the same copy of Simsol or the same file list on both machines, and that other person doesn't have Simsol installed yet. So it's a very simple procedure. It just involves locating a single folder and copying that folder to the other machine. Now there are some things you do need to know before you get started. For longtime Simsol users, you do know that you need to contact our registration department to get some codes to activate your software. Well, that procedure will be needed here. And as you know, our registration department is not available on the weekends. So if you're attempting to do this on a Saturday or Sunday, just be aware you won't be able to complete this process or get the new copy of Simsol up and running until you're able to speak to our registration department over the phone, and that would be Monday morning. And the only other thing that you need before we get started is you do need to make sure you have some sort of data transfer device, and that could be a USB drive, a little flash drive, or you could even copy the files that we need to a DVD or a blank CD depending on the size of the Simsol folder that we're going to move. So the very first thing we need to do is locate the Simsol folder. And that is always going to be located directly on your C drive by default, unless you've elected to have it installed somewhere else. That's typically where we'll always find it. So let's go ahead and locate that Simsol folder right now. I'm on Windows 7, so I can just go to my Windows Start button and go to Computer. If you're on Windows XP, you probably have a My Computer icon on the desktop. And if you're on Windows 8, you can simply use the Windows key and the letter E at the same time to bring up Windows Explorer. So once Windows Explorer opens up, I'm now looking at the My Computer screen and I can see all my available drives listed here. I'm going to go directly to the C drive, open it up, and right away I see the Simsol folder. That is the only folder that we need to complete this process. So basically what we're going to do is take that Simsol folder. I'm going to right click and copy. I'm going to copy the entire folder. Now I'm going to open up Explorer once again, or My Computer. And I happen to have a USB drive plugged into the computer. It's showing up as my G drive. Okay, and I'm just going to simply right click and paste that Simsol folder directly to that external drive. Now, depending on the size of your Simsol folder, if you've got a couple years worth of files in there, the folder would probably be a little larger. It may take a little while, but you'll see this status bar come up to kind of give you an idea how long it may take. Okay, so the copy is done. Now I've got that Simsol folder on the external drive. At this point, I would go ahead and unplug the drive, take it over to my new machine, and plug it in. Okay, so now I'm at the new computer. I've got the external drive plugged in. You can see my Simsol folder over here. And as I'm looking at the C drive of the new computer, there is no Simsol folder because I have not installed it yet. So all we're going to do at this point is take that Simsol folder and, just like we did before, copy it. And I'm going to come directly over to the C drive of the new computer and paste that Simsol folder. Okay, so my Simsol folder has now been pasted to the new computer. So that is step one of this process. There's still one very important step. Just copying over the Simsol folder does not install some of the essential files that we need to make the program run. So we're only halfway there at this point. So what you'll need to do now is jump on the web and go to our website, simsol.com. Okay, once you're at our website, you're going to hover over Downloads here in the navigation bar and go to Simsol 5.0 Updates. Once the Updates page loads, you'll scroll down to the very first update available. It's the 5.1 SP2 standalone update. Now, depending on when you're watching this video and whether there's been updates issued since this video, this version number may be different. It may say SP3, SP4, but the process will still be the same. Whatever the most current update is for the Simsol program, you'll want to run this install. So let's go ahead and start that process now. I'm going to click Download Now, and you'll see that the download has begun down here at the bottom left. Now once this download completes, you can either run it immediately or you can go directly to your downloads folder and begin the install there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And once I locate the update, I'll go ahead and start it. Go through the installation prompts. Okay, and once the update's complete, I click the Finish button, close that window, and now the process is complete. So when I go to my desktop screen, you'll now have a Simsol icon on the new machine. And at this point, you will now need the assistance of our customer service department to register your software. And what will happen next, you'll go to Open Simsol. You'll see an update validation process begin. This is synchronizing the data from your old install to the new. A login screen. And before you get let into Simsol, you'll actually get a message here that says unauthorized user. What this is a built-in security feature where the program knows it's been moved from one machine to the other. When you click OK on that unauthorized user message, it'll bring you to this screen here, the system maintenance screen. This is the screen that requires the assistance of our customer service department. You'll call them using our toll-free number and provide them with the codes on this screen. Once you've provided them with some codes, they'll give you some numbers to enter into this screen to activate your software on the new machine. They'll also want to deactivate the software on your original machine if you don't plan on using it anymore. So I hope this helps you with that process. It's very simple. As long as you're copying the entire Simsol folder, you should be fine. Don't be afraid of losing any data. Everything that we store is within that folder. However, if you do want assistance, our support team will be happy to help you with this. And once again, I hope this video helped, and I thank you very much.